Hey y'all, it's SheRea, what's up? Back with another video. My fingernails are black because I was dyeing some weave, so ignore that. But welcome back to my channel, y'all. We are back with one of my favorite videos, which is an empties video. I love empties videos. I love filming them. I love editing them because they're easy to film and edit. I love watching them. I love watching empties videos. Like, I can watch them all day. I like seeing what people use up. Influencers buy so much shit, but they don't always use it up. They just buy more and convince us to buy it, but never actually tell us how they felt about it. I like empties because you get to know what people feel about things, myself included. But if you are new here and you've never seen my face, but you like my face, definitely be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It goes such a long way. I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't joined my exclusive community, where I give you all the tea, all my uncensored thoughts on brands, hair products, all of that. If you haven't joined, you're missing out, and that's on you. I have a lot of products in front of me as always. If you haven't seen my previous empties video, definitely check it out. These are the products that were left over from that video because that video was so long and I still have a lot to go through, so let's just go. First things first is the Olaplex number 3. This is the Big Daddy. This is the 8.5 fluid ounces. It usually comes in like a 3.3 fluid ounce. Love Olaplex number 3. I've talked about it multiple times. They need to run me a check. I've noticed a lot of people talking about Olaplex lately after my video, and I'm like, y'all heard about Olaplex from me? Because y'all didn't say my name, but it is what it is. Let's go to cleansers. I think I only have one cleanser in front of me, and this is the Carol's Daughter Wash Delight. This is the like water to foam. I did a sponsored video with this on Instagram a few years ago, and I liked it, but I don't know if it's because I've had it for a while. It started to smell fishy to me. Like, it just has this, I don't really like the smell now, and I don't know if I'm pregnant or whatever, but the scents are just getting to me. Things just be smelling like fish to me, and this is giving me Saturday market day in the Virgin Islands, so I don't like the smell. I ended up using this on my wig. I used a lot for that sponsorship just to create bubbles and all that stuff, so I didn't have a lot left anyway. I probably wouldn't pick it up with my own money, and that's okay too. I've just really distanced myself from shampoo, so the likelihood of me picking it up is very slim. I've just found other shampoos since then. I mean, that was 2 years ago, that I like a lot more than that one. Let's go into deep conditioners. I have 2 in front of me. One is from Mish. This is their warm sugar cookie. Finally used this. Mish sent this to me after one of my negative reviews that y'all hate. I can't talk about the brand, talked about how I felt like it was overhyped, and instead of getting mad and pissy and talking about me on their Instagram page, they just sent me more products to get my opinion, and it's taken me a long time to bring my opinion just because I have so many products, but this was okay. Definitely preferred it over the Indulge. Indulge is just not delicious for me. This was better than Indulge, but it wasn't a love. I have deep conditioners that I love more, but I still prefer this over Indulge, and that's a step in the right direction for me. And then the Unicurl 2-in-1 deep conditioner. I had really high hopes for this, but I don't know if the ingredients have changed or something. It was just okay. It wasn't miraculous, wasn't amazing. Wouldn't repurchase it. Well, I did purchase this one. I purchased one, and they also sent me one, so I wouldn't purchase it again for sure. And I wouldn't want them to send me another one because it's just okay. Just okay. Let's talk about some leave-ins. The first leave-in is the Yucca Mango Honey Grow Thickening Lotion by Honey's Handmade. I raved about this in 2020. I thought this was an amazing leave-in conditioner. Now, in this climate in New Jersey, I used to live in the Virgin Islands, it was just okay. I don't know if this batch was different, because you know with Honey's, the batches be different. It was alright. It was better than okay, but just not as amazing and as I remember it. And because Honey's Handmade is a trash brand to me, I wouldn't even think about repurchasing it anyway. Zuresh is an old school natural hair brand. No one ever talks about this. I was sent this by Miss Naturalista when I worked with them in 2020, and I had high hopes for this, but it was just okay. Like a lot of products, I don't love or hate them. They're just okay for me now. I don't feel strongly about them either way. And lastly for leave-ins is the Ateneo Moisture Milk. This is supposed to be like a refresher spray, and no, I love the Ateneo Clay Wash, and this was just kind of mediocre for me, so I wasn't really a big fan of that one. And then the Henna Souk Ayurvedic Hair Oil, I've raved about it, still love this. I make my own hair oils, and that's just my preference. It's way more economical to buy a bunch of herbs and oils and make your own, but if I would recommend something that folks should buy or can buy if they don't want to DIY, I would recommend this. Great ingredients, doesn't smell funky. The answer is still yes for this. I do have a coupon code for Henna Souk. You can use the code BCLH15 to save 15% off. You're welcome. This is from the new Eden Body Works line. I got this from a natural hair event I went to. This is the lavender and aloe hydrating refresher. There was nothing special about this. It was pretty basic. Eden Body Works could have saved this. The answer is no. It did. Let's talk about some things I used to DIY. I used up the Henna Souk Sweet Honey Nourishing Hair Nourisher. I put this in the microwave way too long. I never recommend putting things in the microwave, but I was being lazy. Either way, I do love this. I can DIY this my own, so I probably wouldn't buy it with my own money. If you don't like to DIY, this is amazing. You can just add it into conditioner, or you can add it into like your DIY mixes, and this is phenomenal. It has cassia, lemongrass, smells amazing, works amazing. You can use it on its own too, but of course you're gonna use more of it, so I just told you other ways to stretch it, but this is great, phenomenal. Again, you can save with the code BCLH15. I finally used up my sodium bentonite clay. I've had this for a hot minute and I've been wanting to use this up. I prefer this over Aztec Healing Clay. I just find that this is more gentle on my hair. I find that it just works better on my low porosity hair. You definitely may want to try sodium bentonite clay because that's top tier, a whole new level. Honestly, I used up some coconut milk. I got this straight from the dollar store, so it was $1. This was definitely a low quality coconut milk, but it got the job done, and my hair was still hairing, so I would repurchase it because $1 is $1, okay? And then lastly for hair, I used up the Curly Proverbs Pro Strength Henna, which I completely loved. It is expensive compared to like, you know, Nupur henna and other hennas you can get on Amazon, but the color payoff and just the quality, the rinse out, everything is honestly top tier, like so damn good. I'm lying, I also use up some black rice. I've been very much on the money when it comes to using rice water. I try to use it once a week, if not at least 2 times per month. And this is a black rice that I purchased off of Amazon, and I love it. It creates quality black rice. I'm sure that's why my hair is so bouncy and shiny. Like rice water is the truth, honestly, so we'll continue to buy this as well. Now let's move on to my second love, which is skincare. I did want to talk about several of these products because I hauled them and I never told you what I thought about them, so I think it'd be a good time for you to figure out what I liked and maybe what's worth picking up or not. So let's talk about it. The first thing, I don't know if I actually hauled this. This is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse. It's a cleansing oil. I just found that I actually don't like cleansing oils. I definitely prefer balms. So this was okay, but again, I like the texture of a balm a lot more. So I would not repurchase this or the full size. Not because it's bad, but I just have my preferences. Let's talk cleansers. The first is an absolute staple. I'm so tempted to rebuy this like right now, but I have so many cleansers to use up, and this is the Youth to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins. This is my second sample that I used up. That just shows how much I love this. Like, I love this so freaking much. I'm definitely going to buy the bigger size. I'm not sure if during the next VIB sale or the one afterwards, because again, I have a lot of cleansers. I'm trying not to be a skincare hoarder, but it's kind of hard because I love it. So there's that. Now let's move into toners. I have 2 toners. It takes me forever to get through toners. The first I was put onto this by Trusted Alexis, and she failed me yet again because this was just okay. This is the Heritage Store Rose Water Toner. There was nothing particular, there was nothing spectacular about it. It didn't have much moisture. Definitely not something I would recommend or pick up. I definitely want to try the Fresh Rose Toner because this one wasn't saying anything. And then the Belief Aqua Bomb Hydrating Toner. No one really talks about this. Everyone talks about the moisturizer and no one talks about this. I went through the entire thing. My only con is that it has alcohol pretty high, and when I would have like a cut or something on my face, I could feel the alcohol, but it never dried up my skin. But I've heard like opposing things about alcohol, so I keep going back and forth. So I really like this, and if you want to try it, I would recommend it. Because alcohol is so high, I'm honestly not sure. Let's go into serums. I just have a few in front of me. Have so many serums I still have to go through. The first one being from Good Molecules, which is one of my favorite drugstore brands. This is their hyaluronic acid, which is amazing. I also have the one from the Inculus, and when comparing the two, I definitely prefer the Good Molecules. It's just a better hyaluronic acid. I like this one from the Inculus until I try this one, so love this so much. Probably gonna repurchase just because there's hyaluronic acid in everything now, and I don't think I need a separate hyaluronic acid serum. But if you are looking for one, and yeah, you're in the business of finding one, definitely recommend this one from Good Molecules. Also have another serum from Good Molecules. This is their discoloration correcting serum. Love this so much. I can't talk about particularly what is done to clear my skin. You have to use something for months and months and months to actually see a difference, especially when you have dark marks. But for the time I used this, I did like it to the point that I purchased another one. I'm trying to get through some other items. The only reason I'm not using it right now, but I definitely recommend this one if you've ever thought about trying it out. It's great, especially for sensitive skin. The last serum that I used up was the Ordinary Absorbic Acid 8% plus Alpha Arbutin 2%. So it's basically one of the Ordinary's vitamin C serums. I actually really like this. The only reason I haven't repurchased it is because I have a problem and I picked up numerous other vitamin C's, but this one was really good, and in the future I could see myself picking this up yet again, and it's the Ordinary, so it's super duper duper affordable. Let's go into moisturizers. I have quite a few of them too. The first one being the Vers Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. I really do like this. Definitely something that I will pick up again. It was actually like, at first I was obsessed with it until I tried other moisturizers, and I'll talk about those in another video. But this is a solid product. If you're interested in Vers and you want to try like the whole range, this is actually a really good drugstore moisturizer. It gives you a good balance of hydration without feeling like heavy on the face. I do highly recommend this one for sure. This is the IT Cosmetics Secret Sauce. I was actually sent this in PR many years ago, finally use it up. I just think it's a little bit overpriced. I like spending on skincare, but not often. Because of Korean skincare, we have access to affordable skincare, so I probably wouldn't drop a brick on this, but it was cool once I had it. I also have from IT Cosmetics 2 other products. I have the Bye Bye Under Eye Cream. I don't think this did anything amazing, but that's how I feel about under eye creams. If you have an under eye cream that you really love, let me know. I just haven't been obsessed with any. I feel like they're just overpriced moisturizers, but what do I know, right? So let me know. I also had to use up a sample of the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream, which is actually really nice. It was super duper moisturizing. It puts me in the mind of the Drunk Elephant Proteini, I think it's called. It's definitely thick and emollient like that, so it's really good if you have super dry skin, which I don't. I have normal skin. Lastly, for moisturizers is another under eye cream. This is the Sweet Chef, which is the sister brand to Glow Recipe. This is their turmeric and vitamin C booster eye cream. Again, I can't tell what it did. I only had it for like a month or two, so I would have to use it for a longer period of time. But I will revisit it once again. But in the month that I used it, it was nothing spectacular, but we just have to be realistic. A month is probably just not enough time to see amazing results. So definitely something I would consider revisiting for sure. I also have a sample of the Unseen sunscreen by Supergoop, which I actually really like because it's primer-like. It does irritate my eyes like all American sunscreens, but I do like the texture and it's not super oily. So it is a sunscreen that I would recommend. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a staple because it does irritate my eyes, but all American sunscreens irritate my eyes. But this is one of the better American sunscreens, if that makes sense. I also use the play version because I purchased like a set. This was the play version. I feel like this irritated my eyes more, and it was definitely more emollient, better for people with super dry skin or dry skin. Because my skin was normal, I thought it was a little greasy. Not as greasy as the Black Girl sunscreen, but pretty, you know, a little shine to it. It was just okay. Definitely prefer the Unseen sunscreen or the sunscreen spray, which I'm still working on. Let's talk body care. I only have a few items. First of all is the Renpure Tea Tree Mint body wash. I purchased this from Ross. You probably cannot see that, but it was nothing spectacular about this. Definitely prefer my Castile soap. I did get a sample, and this usually I don't talk about samples, only when I want to make a point. This is the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I don't get it. Why y'all like this? Like, why y'all like this? I don't think the scent is that amazing, and it feels like Dollar Tree lotion. Like, to me, this is just an example of upcharging for mediocrity. I don't think this is amazing. I think some people just decided it was cool, so everyone ran with it and paid the $40, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I did want to talk about this. Even though I've canceled my Costco membership, I think I'm going to reinstate it because I do miss some things about Costco. So, this is like one of them. This is a Safeguard liquid hand soap, and I know they sell these at Walmart, but they don't sell this big one, and this lasts forever. This is my second one I've gone through, and then I gave one to my mom, and now I miss it because it smells so good. It just does great things. It cleans, you know, cleans your hands well, smells good. It's just a good time. I really do like this, and I'm gonna go back to Costco. I'm gonna go back to Costco so I can get my shrimp and my salmon and my big olive oil and my big avocado oil and this for sure. And then lastly, for my empties, this has been long enough, and I hope you stuck towards the end because this is major tea right here. I used up a veggie wash. This is a fruit and vegetable wash that I got from Amazon, and y'all, like, game changer. Your fruits and veggies have never been cleaned if you haven't used a veggie wash. I know you can DIY something, but I don't like DIYing everything. I do enjoy this. It has pretty good ingredients from what I can see. Nothing like toxic. Like, when I say my grapes look freshly picked, like, they look so fresh. Like, it just takes all that white gunk and, like, what is it, pesticides and all that off the fruits. Like, I'm not eating pesticides anymore, and this takes care of it, and I love this so much. It comes in a pack of 3. I'm already on my second one, and it's just so affordable. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. But that's it, y'all. This is my empties. This video has been way too long already. Let me know what you've used up. Let me know what you're thinking about using up. Let me know what you just decluttered and you didn't have time to use up, or you didn't care about and you just threw it away. Would love to know that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Bye, y'all.